Relative velocity means you are comparing velocity of one object with another object. So suppose relative velocity can be defined as VAB equals to A minus VB. VAB means velocity of A with respect to B. That is VA minus VB. Similarly, VBA is VB minus VA. Velocity of B minus velocity of A. This is velocity of B with respect to A. This is velocity of A with respect to B. Let's start an example. Two objects A and B are moving in this direction, one with 1 meter per second, second one with 2 meter per second. This direction we are taking as positive direction, this we are taking as negative direction. Now calculate velocity of A with respect to B, that is VA minus VB. Here VA is 1 meter per second plus 1 meter per second because this is traveling in this direction is plus 1. VB is also plus 2 meter per second. This is plus 2 because this is also traveling in this direction. So this is plus 2. VA minus VB is 1 minus 2, that is minus 1 meter per second. What does this mean? Velocity of A with respect to B. The second letter represents from where you are observing. You are observing from B. If you are observing from B, A is moving in this direction because you are 1 meter per second ahead. So you might feel A is traveling in backward direction. That's why this negative symbol represents. That's why this negative symbol is there. Okay, this negative symbol represents observing from B, A is traveling in this direction, 1 meter per second. A and B are two cars. A is traveling in this direction, 5 meter per second. B is traveling in this direction, 3 meter per second. As usual, we are taking this direction as positive direction, this direction as negative direction. Now calculate VAB, velocity of A with respect to B. That is, first define velocity of A. Velocity of A is 5 meter per second positive because this direction. The direction is in this, so positive. Velocity of B is 3 meter per second negative because this is opposite direction. Negative. Now calculate VAB. This is VA minus VB. VA is 5 minus of minus 3 is 8 meter per second. What does it mean? The second letter represents from where you are observing. You are observing from B. From B you are observing. If you observe from B, you feel like A is coming towards you with 8 meter per second. This is positive 8. This positive symbol represents A is moving in this direction. Similarly, calculate VBA and find it. Again, A and B are two cars. A traveling in this direction 4 meter per second, B traveling in this direction 5 meter per second. As usual, we are in this direction positive, this as negative. Now define VA, velocity of A with respect to ground is 4 meter per second negative because this direction. Velocity of B is 5 meter per second positive because this is traveling in this direction. Calculate velocity of B with respect to A, that is VB minus VA is VB is 5 minus of minus 4, that is 9 meter per second. What does it mean? The second letter represents from where you are observing. You are observing from A, you are observing B. If you observe from A, you might feel like B is traveling away from you in this direction with 9 meters per second because this is plus 9. Similarly, calculate VAB and find it. Question: car A is moving in this direction with 10 meter per second. Here B is bus. Bus is moving in this direction 15 meter per second. Inside a bus, a person is moving in this direction 3 meter per second with respect to bus. Here car A is moving 10 meter per second with respect to ground. B is moving 15 meter per second with respect to ground. But C is moving 3 meter per second with respect to bus. So he asked you to calculate this velocity of C with respect to A. Okay, how can you find this? Velocity of C minus velocity of A. Here velocity of C with respect to ground, velocity of A with respect to ground. We know velocity of A with respect to ground, but we don't know velocity of C with respect to ground. This we don't know. We need to find this. But we know velocity of C with respect to bus, that is 3 meter per second. As usual, we are taking this as positive direction, this as negative direction. So this is -3 because this direction is negative. So split this. This you can write as Vc minus Vb. That is the velocity of C with respect to ground. Velocity of V with respect to ground is -3 meter per second. This we know. This is 15. Send this to that side. This becomes plus 15. Vcc is 12 meter per second. Substitute here. This is 12 minus 10, 2 meter per second. What does it mean? The second letter represents from where you are observing. You are observing from A. If you observe from A, the person C is moving towards you, not towards you, away from you. This is +2, right? In this direction. Away from you, 2 meter per second.